Alright guys, the first thing we're gonna do, we gotta remove this center cap so we can get this wheel off. But before we do that, I wanna show you, come around here Marquise and show them. Now, we got the car, we got the vehicle jacked up. If you look up under here, we got our jack stand and we got our hydraulic jack left there just in case. You definitely wanna have that added security because you do not want this vehicle falling down on you. And if you look at the back wheel back there, you're gonna see we got this, this guy here, we gotta put this, you wanna chalk that back wheel up. The reason being on this one especially is because this driveway is at an incline. This is sloping down. So we wanna make sure this thing don't roll off of here. All right, let's go back over here. Let's go back over here. Now your center cap is gonna have a little opening in it. So what you wanna do is just get you a screwdriver or a pry bar, pop that off, and there we go. There's the 5 nuts we gotta take off, the lug nuts, and let's see what size these are. All right, these are 19 millimeter. We use a 19 millimeter deep, 1/2-inch drive, impact socket. Get them off. All right, we're gonna get this tie off, and then we're gonna get ready to do this job. All right, we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got the car, the vehicle, the wheel turned all the way to the right because what we need to do is remove the caliper and the caliper bracket. So the first thing we're going to do is remove the caliper. We got two 13 millimeter bolts out here. And I got my 13 millimeter deep, 3/8 drive. And you can use a shallow socket also. Let's get that. Yeah, now if I wasn't going tighten, I'd be alright. Okay, one. Two. Make sure the bolts are the same size, which the same length, which they are. Then you want us to wiggle the caliper out of there, and then you want to get you some kind of wire or something. I'm gonna tie it up here to the upper control arm and to the caliper. You don't want that caliper to hang down onto that from that hose. So okay, now we take the caliper off. Go ahead and wrap this up just like this, and okay, that's out of the way. The next thing we're going to do, you see one brake pad just came out. We can take the other one out, just lean them down to the side. Now we got to get our caliper bracket out of the way because we got to get our rotor off of there. Now if you look right over here, you're going to see 2 bolts. I don't know what size they are. Let's see here. No. Okay, we got 2 bolts, 15 millimeter. And what I'm going to do here is use my 15 millimeter shallow 3/8 drive with my air ratchet. And what I'm going to do is break it loose first. Then take them out. Okay. Perfect. Both bolts are the same length, so we're good to go. And what you want to do, take our bracket off. Let's put our bolts back in there, just so we don't lose them. And if you want, that's a slider that comes out. You want to also make sure these sliders move, and they do move. And if you want, take our caliper bolts and put them into the sliders. And then we're going to set that down to the side. Next, our rotor pops right off. There's our hub assembly right there. Now these hub assemblies also have a long wire for the ABS. So we're going to be taking that off also. So what we're going to do is, let's see how before I want to work with that. You know what guys, before we do that, here's our caliper nut right here. We're going to have to remove this caliper nut. And that size is a 1 1/4 inch socket. So I got a 1 1/4 inch socket, 1/2-inch drive. Fits up there nice and snug. Get our air gun. let's buzz that off. Guys, you can do this by hand, but trust me, it's gonna take you a long time to do this by hand, because that's a lock nut up there. So you can see that thing smoking already. All right, we got that off. Let me clean up some of this mess and get this out of the way, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, the next thing we're gonna do is we gotta remove this backing plate. So I got me a deep 8mm socket, or you can use a 5/16 3/8 drive. I got my 3/8 drive ratchet. And what I wanna do is slowly break these loose, because these are small bolts and you don't want them to break off inside that spindle, or then you're gonna have a world of trouble. So, okay, as soon as I can get them loose, now I can go around. I can use an air ratchet if I want to, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish taking these screws out. All right, so let's get all these out and we'll be right back. Oh, good. Okay, we're on our last bolt. Take that bolt out. Take our backing plate right off. Oh yeah, look at that. There it is. Set that to the side. Next, we got a long wiring harness going down here to the wheel speed sensor. So what we got is a needle nose. We're gonna follow this harness around. If you notice right over here, going inside the spindle, just go ahead and squeeze that and pop that off. It doesn't matter, because you're gonna get a new one. They come with the new one comes with all these clips. Pop that out of there. What the heck, man? Get out of there. All right, there's one. Well, that one got a screw on it. So then we got two right over here. Now that's broke off, but don't worry about it, because you're gonna get a new one. Now on this one over here, I just noticed this one actually, if you see inside there, this one actually has a bolt in there that we should have took off. And it looks like about a, matter of fact, come on this way, you can see it better. Right there. So what I'm gonna do is get me an 8mm shallow socket. And take that off. Hopefully that don't break and just come out easy. Great, perfect. Alright, gonna set that down. And now we're gonna go around. And here's our other clip over here. Matter of fact, you know what, guys? I'm gonna get me my wire cutters. Go in and pull that out of there. There we go. Pull this one out. And if you have to, get a screwdriver to get in there. Okay. That's number two. Here's one up here. Take that out. Okay. And then the harness comes all the way around and it goes right here to the connector. Now to disconnect this, I want to come over here. Let's pull right out of there. There's a little tab right there. You push that tab down and it unplugs. This one came right out of there. Alright, so now we got our whole thing out of the way here. Now we got to get the 3 bolts holding this in. Now if you look in the back of here, you see 1, 2, and then we got to turn the wheel all the way to the left to get to the 3rd one. But what we're going to do, we're going to get these 2 over here, and what I got is a 15mm shallow 1/2" drive socket. And let's see, you know what I'm going to use here? I'm going to use my wobble socket, 1/2" drive. And the wobble socket, instead of a straight extension, it lets the socket wobble like that. So it lets us be able to get in there without having to move that axle. Now if you have to get that axle out of the way, because we got that front nut off, we can push that axle back a little bit, but you shouldn't have to. So let's get our gun. Now you see right now, I'm having a little issue right here. because my gun won't let me get in there to get that bolt. So I'm gonna go down here to the bottom one. Buzz that one out. Now for that top one, I'm gonna have to get me a 1/2" drive ratchet. So let me get a ratchet and I'll be right back. All right guys, got my 15 again. And what I got is my 1/2" drive ratchet. Now right now I'm gonna use my 1/2" drive ratchet because I know that thing is tight. So this gives me a lot of leverage. You heard how tight that thing was. There we go. Now once it's loose, oh yeah, it's coming out by hand now. But if it wasn't, I was prepared. What I have, I'm gonna take my 15mm 1/2" drive and I'm gonna get my reducer 1/2" down to 3/8. So then I can put it up there and use my 3/8 drive ratchet now. Get some swing in it and get that bolt right out of there. And also now what I want to do here is when I get that bolt out, I want to compare it to the first one I took out to make sure the length are the same. Great, it is. All right, we are pretty much done on this side. The next thing we're going to do is turn our wheel all the way to the left now and get that last bolt out. We'll be right back. All right, we got the wheel all the way to the left. There's our last bolt. We got our 15mm 1/2" drive with our 1/2" drive wobble. Let me see if I can, oh yeah, I can get in there. Let's see if I can get my air gun in there now. Perfect, guys, look at that. All right, now you can notice, okay, come up in the front before I take this off. Okay, first, all 3 bolts are the same size. That is cool, that's great. Now, we're ready for our take our hub off. Notice where our ABS, the wheel speed sensor is, right here on the top. So when we put the other one back, we make sure it's going back to the same place. So, next thing we do is grab it. Comes off the axle, there it is. And actually, check this out, guys. Listen to this, watch this, listen carefully. Hear that? Hear that noise? That's that noise you were hearing. That's the bad bearing. Now, let's go right here. Here's our new one. Let's open this up. Take this out. See? Nice harness and everything, brand new. Now what we're gonna do is grab this side and watch it. Get close and watch. We're gonna spin this one. Look at that. Can't look at it. Can't even spin it. Look at it. Quiet as anything. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. All right. Next thing we're gonna do, let's put this back up there. Now we notice our wheel speed sensors right here. We know it goes right up at this angle. So we're gonna put it onto the, now this axle, notice that the axle has splines in it. So you just, now it's no particular way, you just wanna make sure it lines up, those splines go in there. So what we're gonna do is put that onto the axle first. Okay, great, look at that. On there, into place. The next thing we're gonna do is while we got the wheel turned this way, I'm gonna take one bolt, I'm gonna put it to the back side and just screw it in there slowly. Just make sure that the bolt is going in. Great. Now I'm not gonna tighten that bolt up yet because I wanna make sure I got these lined up too. So what I'm gonna do, matter of fact, I'm gonna get Marquise a blanket so he can lay down over here and he can get better angles at this, all right? We'll be right back. All right, guys. Marquise is in a better position now. Now, I'm gonna take my other bolt, I'm gonna go up here to the top, and I'm gonna start that bolt. It's kind of hard to get, so what I'm gonna do is use my, dang it, man. Got stuff flying in the street. I'll be right back, guys. All right, what I got, I'm back. It's windy out here, so we had stuff flying down the street, so we had to go get it. Can't leave the people's mess out here. All right, so I got a 4 1/4" 1/2" drive extension with my wobble extension and my 15mm 1/2" drive. What I'm gonna go in here, dang it, and I still can't even, as long as it starts to get some threading in there. Great, 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 great. All right. All right, that's 2 bolts. Now I wonder, while it's turned like this, can I reach over here towards the bottom down here, get my other bolt in there. And that's all I want to do, is just get them started. Just to make so they can make sure they are lined up before I go ahead and tighten them up. Great. All right, the next thing we'll do, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this bolt up right there. I'm using my 15mm 1/2" drive with my 1/2" drive wobble, and tighten that up. Perfect. All right, the next thing we're gonna do. Okay, Mark, you can come up out of there. Matter of fact, you know, while we're over here on this side, let's go over here and we're gonna start hooking up our line. That's the one right here, which we got our 8mm bolt. It goes right in the back. In fact, you might well just go back over there and lay down. Okay, it's gonna go in the back. It's gonna be, no, it goes over this way.
Oh, yeah.
All right, there's the bolt hole right there. So we'll go ahead and start that right there. Great. All right. Now where's my ratchet at in the socket? Okay, I'm going to use my 8mm deep 3/8 drive, and I'm going to go ahead and tighten that up. Man, I can't even get no swing. Let me get my shallow one, man. Shallow socket. I'm gonna use, to give me a better swing, guys, I'm going to use my shallow 8mm. All right, now I'm tightening this up. You do not want to over tighten this because this is going in the plastic. So as soon as it stops, just a little bit more, done. That's it. That is great. Now we're gonna swing it around to over here to where our, man, how this thing's gonna go, man. This thing, I want to make sure this wiring is going the same way as it's supposed to. Here we go. And these, notice these clips right here, they just push right in. Done. And let's see, we want to see where this one goes up here. So actually, you know what? That's right there. And this one's gonna go. If I go up like that, then okay, push that one in. Okay, then go up here, push it right into this little slot right there. You can see that? All right. Perfect. Comes around, and here's our plug right here. So we're gonna plug that up, make sure it snaps into place, and we are good to go. Let's get this thing up there. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, we got the wheel turned all the way to the right. The next thing we got is our last two bolts over here. Now I'm gonna get this bottom one over here. Got my gun set up. Done. Now we know the top one we had to use. Get on there. There we go. We had to use our ratchet, you know. So I got my 15mm in there. Got my reducer, 1/2" to 3/8 drive. And what I'm gonna do is use my 3/8 drive ratchet just to bring that all the way in till it stops. All right. Then I'm gonna get my 1/2" drive. Now we gotta put some pressure on this thing. Hey, get my wobble in there. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, want to make sure this thing don't slip off. Tighten that up real tight. Great, that's perfect. All right, the next thing we're gonna do, let's grab our axle nut, 1 1/4 inch drive. Where'd it go? What? Oh, it didn't make the nut to go in here. What you mean we'll be right back? We done done it, Marquis. We took it off, man. Oh, Marquis got the parts. All right, so we got this set of nut right here. 1 1/4 inch. Gonna put it right up here on the axle. Gonna turn that in to make sure that we don't cross thread that. Let's tighten that up. Guys, oh man, guys, this thing gonna be so quiet, you're gonna believe it. All right, the next thing we do, while we got it like this, let's grab our backing plate with our 3 8mm bolts. I'm gonna come from this side now. All right, let's get this lined up in there. All right, let's get 1. 2, and number 3. All right, guys, now tightening this up, very important. That sucker. Very important, because these are very small, and if you over tighten them, you'll snap them right off inside the spindle. So what you want to do is just tighten it up till it stops. A little bit more, that's it. All right, let's get the other 2 done, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we got the wheel turned all the way to the right before all thing is tightened up. The next thing we're gonna do is we got our caliper bracket. Let's take out our 2 15mm bolts. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. I almost messed up, guys. That's right, we gotta put our rotor on. All right, let's put our rotor on first. Now, we're gonna get Marquis his blanket to the other side because he's gonna have to get halfway up under the vehicle so he can get a good shot at the back. We'll be right back. All right, now he's got a perfect angle at this. Yeah. All right, gonna take our caliper bracket. We're gonna push our rotor in, bring our caliper bracket down. Get 1 bolt. Line that up, put it in by a couple threads. The bottom one. Bottom one. What the heck, man? There we go. All right, we got both of them in. Then I'm gonna get my 15mm shallow socket with my wobble extension. Go ahead and tighten both of them up. This one, I got something in the way, so I'm gonna use my ratchet. Half-inch drive ratchet to tighten that one up. Perfect. All right, the next thing you want to do is get our brake pads. Now on our brake pads, look on the back of them, and you can see there's a different design, different shape on both of them. And you want to put them back to where you got them. This one with 2 circles on it, that was the inboard. So I know that one's going to go inside here. So slide that on like that. Then the outboard, I'm gonna slide that on like that. The next thing we're gonna do, let's take out our 2 13mm bolts that holds in our caliper. And we're gonna swing down our caliper down, unhook our wire. Now, okay, I'm gonna have Marquis come out here because I want to show you something. So he's gonna come from the vehicle. We'll be right back. You want to come out like that? Okay, good. Okay. Now notice these little sliders here, guys. Notice there's a flat side on both sides. You want to make sure that flat side is up against the caliper right there. All Alright, so when we slide that caliper down there, you want to make sure that's up like that. And the bottom one, slide them down. Okay, let's get our bolt, because what that does is now when we tighten up our bolt right here, it's going to lock into place, and it's not going to spin when we try to tighten it. If you get it tight, get it down in. Finally, there's one. Let's get our bottom one in. There's two. This one feels like it's not. Yeah, okay. Now let's get our 13mm with our 3/8 drive ratchet. And this time I was using a deep 13 before. Here we go. Alright, and we're gonna go ahead and tighten them up. Alright, let's tighten them two up and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got that done, got them tightened up, everything looked good, but we're not done yet. Actually, there's a little thing we gotta do here, because when we checked this out before and we noticed the wheel bearing was bad, we also noticed the stabilizer link, and I want to know how many of you guys noticed the stabilizer link was missing once we took this off. Now you see right here, you see the hole in it and all? I wonder how many of you guys noticed that was missing. As I said, you always got to pay attention to looking at a vehicle. So I didn't want to say that in the beginning because I wanted to see how many of y'all noticed. Alright, so we're going to turn the wheel all the way to the left now so we can get that new stabilizer link in there. The thing just dropped out, left out, I don't know where it went. It's gone. But we're going to put a new one in there. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, girls, check it out. This is what we're going to do. As I said, I'm going to let Markeith do this. And I want you to do the same thing. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys and girls how this setup goes. And then I'm gonna set the camera up on the stand, and I'm gonna just leave Markeith alone. He's gonna be talking to you while I'm putting up the tools and everything from the bearing, and he gonna be doing it. All right, so here it goes. A couple of ways I'm gonna teach you. First of all, we gotta move our stabilizer link set here. You got your bushings. You notice your bushings. One side is like bigger, like a wider, flat, and then there's a smaller side that sticks out on the other side. You got washers. You're going to have 4 of these, and you're going to have 4 washers. Notice these washers are cupped. There's a big, like on the inside, it's like dipped in, and then on the outside, it's curved out. The part on the inside, or he keeps up there smiling and laughing. So, the big part on the bushing will always set in the washer just like that. Always remember that. That's your first lesson. Number 2, I'm gonna grab 2 of them. I'm gonna set it up. Now you're gonna have the stabilizer bar right here, and it's gonna go down into the lower control arm right here. On each side of both of them, you're gonna have a bushing. Now notice that small end of the bushing is gonna go into the stabilizer right there, and then you got your other setup. It's gonna go up like that. So pay attention to how that is. And the same setup is gonna go down here. The same thing. If this was underneath here, can you see that?
That's right up.
Okay, the same setup on the lower control arm. Down, and this one's gonna be under here, gonna go up. Now that we know that. Right, you got that now. Now, what we got here is a long bolt here. A long bolt. You got this, Markeith, right? We got this long bolt. So, this long bolt is gonna go through here and down into the lower control arm. All right. Now let's take that back out. So the first thing you're gonna do is take one. Now, always remember, these always going to stay together, and remember how they go. So, first thing we'll do is put the bolt in like this. Go through the stabilizer. Stop. We're ready to put our other bearing, other bushing on. Remember how it goes. Up. So we're going to put it onto the bolt like that. Bring it down. That one's set up. The next thing you want to do, we got a sleeve here. Your sleeve is going to go on to the bolt. Now we're ready for our next setup. Get a washer. And I got the cup side up. Get our bushing. Put up here. Now we know the small part's got to go down there. So I'm going to set it up just like this. Now we're ready to put that in there. So what I'm going to do is pick up the bolt a little bit. Just to get it till it goes. And watch right here. Just till it goes into the lower control arm. Push down. Set up. Now underneath. Get our other setup. Whoops. Dang it, man. Alright, thank you. Alright, now, what you're going to do now is bring it down here. And let's flip our camera screen up. And there it is right there. So we're going to get our other. Alright. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, we're going to get our other setup. And it's going to go right here. Up. Now, you notice it won't go all the way. Because what I got to do now is take the jack and jack up this lower control arm. And then get the nut right onto that. Alright, so now y'all got that. We'll take it all back apart. Alright, Marquis hit stop the record for a minute. Now I put everything back in the box. I'm taking everything apart. Like that. I'm going to clean up all the tools. I'm going to set the camera up. And Marquis is going to do it by himself. Alright? We'll set it up. We'll be right back. Alright, guys, girls. Marquis, you can take your bolt out of there. Alright. Marquis is going to explain to you everything how it goes. And once in a while, I'm going to check up on him and see what's going on and all. But I'm going to put on the tools. I ain't got time for this. Alright. You good, Marquis? Go ahead.
Alright.
I'm going to put up the tools.
Welcome to Marquis class. Hey. Alright. See, can I get it? Alright, as he said.
Make sure, check out the battery, make sure.
Oh, there you go, Dad.
Hey, I got one more thing. I know I'm worse.
Alright, I'm back.
Ahead, Marquis.
I'm back by myself, man. I was being nosy, I'm sorry. But anyway, but take the first washer, put this one up here like this, like he said.
You're going to notice such a difference. Check out your bearing. In fact,
We'll go like this.
That loud noise going, and then it be like fluttering. I can hear it going like,
And we'll take this second one.
yeah, that's why I did
Go out there
that.
just like that.
And that loud roaring noise. Yeah, when you turn it, that's what I can do. That little
Drop
fluttering
one.
sound.
Hold on, guys.
you hear that at all. You can't even hold it. Now I'm wondering how good it is.
Oh, there we go. Alright, so go like this.
Oh, so it comes, it's two?
There's a, yeah, there's one, two. But
Yeah,
but yeah, we just heard the noise.
Then we'll go like this. Take this.
I mean, God, no. It's like one thing is another. I'm just glad that it's finally getting done.
Check me out.
So y'all recording this? What you did?
There we go.
YouTube?
I do, but for videos.
Yeah, that's what. Go to
Not mechanicals. That's boring. I be like looking at Nicki Minaj shit. You know, I don't be looking at that kind of stuff. Hey, girl. All right.
Go on YouTube, go to our channel, you'll see.
Wait a minute, huh? Girl, yes, honey. They mobile. So if you ever need a mechanic, these are the guys right here. Yeah, they'll come to you. You don't even have to go to them. I will.
We should have got that.
I got him a referral, so I'm expecting a discount.
You get one, especially if we do.
Yeah, I definitely need one for the right there.
But I'm go up on YouTube.
See, he ain't tell me about that, guy. He said he had to drag.
For Astro.
Astro Religion. And you'll see this.
All right, take it easy. Okay, I sure will. I'm gonna definitely check that out.
I don't hear you talking, Marquise. You explaining to them what's going on?
I told him. You told me. I got all it right, but you're supposed to take the jack.
Okay. Oh, you ready for
Yeah.
the low control? Let me see.
Let me
Yes,
let
sir.
y'all do y'all thing.
Yeah, you got that in there too. You right on money, huh?
Hey, look, you want me to go ahead on and pay you? Because my daughter's on her way to get me. I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm going to be gone an hour. I'm just going to go pick up some groceries. Y'all going to be here?
I'm gonna put your mirror on.
Hold on,
Do
guys.
not move the mirror for 24 hours.
I'm not going to touch the truck. I'm using her gas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
let
not-
me get that ready. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right, we're gonna be right back because I gotta put the jack up under the lower control arm so Marquise can get that nut up there. And so I see you do what you're doing. Yeah, okay, I got that. You good? You doing good, huh? All right, we'll be right back. Go.
All right, so now I'm gonna take the jack. I'm gonna put it at least about right here. As I jack it slowly, you can see. Hold up, man. Hold up, my bad. Just
Okay, that's good.
About to bar. All right, here we go. Let's see what I can do here.
Go up a little bit more.
Okay,
All right, right there.
Right there. All right, here we go. Check me out.
And guys and girls, you just want to jack it up slowly because you want to jack it up enough just to be able to get that nut and bolt up there without jacking up the vehicle. All right, go ahead, a little bit more. All right, try it out. You should be able to go. Go ahead, we're going to get right here now.
All right, let's try.
I think that's enough. Let's see if you can push the bolt down. See if it,
Oh
that's
yeah.
good. Hopefully that's
All
enough.
right. Let's see. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna stick this one right here in first. All
I
right.
have to jack it up a little bit more.
No sir. So, all
Okay,
right.
okay.
Hold down. Let's see. Can I get a little wiggle room?
I hope you get it up there pretty quick because it's flashing, but it's very good. All right, you got that on. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna change the battery in this, and then we're gonna go tighten that up. All right, we'll be right back. Go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I got me a 15 millimeter wrench. I'm gonna hold. It's for the top. I want to hold it at the top so it won't turn. We might need.
Yo, let me see that wrench. Did I get that wrench? Oh, maybe it's 16. No. All right, we'll be back. I gotta get the right wrench.
All right, we back. We got the right one. All right, now I have my 16 millimeter wrench or 5/8, and I also have my 17 millimeter deep socket with my 3X ratchet. And I want to have my 5/8 or my 16 millimeter to hold it at the top, so it won't turn while I tighten it. So hold on, let me get in position. Here we go. Proud today, boy. All right. Let's see what we got here.
All right, guys, now you want to keep on tightening that until you see the bushings start to squeeze together. Gotta hold the top. Right.
Ready?
Yep.
Oh yeah. muscle when you do this.
All right, I can see them starting to squeeze together. That is good. You can stop.
Stop.
Yep. That is perfect. Now, we can actually let this jack down. But before we do that, I want to show you something, guys, something. Let's look over here on the other side. See, and there's our other bearings right there. I mean, our other stabilizer link. Those are kind of worn too, so we're probably going to have to replace those soon too. All right, well, we're going to let this jack down. We're going to put our tire back on. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're gonna put the tire on. Now, I know you like, why he show me how to put a tire on? I already put a tire on. But there's a reason why I'm telling you. First thing you wanna do, just get our tire on there, which you already know how to do that. Now, let's put our lugs on there. The reason why I'm showing you this is because when you go to tighten up the lugs, you want to do it in a cross pattern or star pattern, you could say. So go here, skip one, go there, skip one, go there, skip one, go there until you do all 5. The reason being is that a lot of times there's a lot of rust on the wheel or something like that, and if you go to try to tighten it up like this, you're going to push it over here, and it's a good chance that the wheel would not go flush. So what I do, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just bring this one in just to stabilize everything. Then I'm gonna go over here. Now go back over here. Cross it. There you go. Done.